Episode 18, AI Observability and Monitoring. How to debug production AI systems. Welcome back to Agentic AI World, your daily dose of AI interview prep. I'm your host, and today we're tackling Episode 18, AI Observability and Monitoring, specifically, how to debug production AI systems. This is one of those topics that separates junior AI engineers from senior ones. Anyone can build a demo. Very few know how to keep an AI system healthy in production. Let's dive in. Section 1. Why AI systems are hard to monitor. Traditional software fails loudly. A null pointer exception, a 500 error. You know something broke. AI systems fail silently. The model returns a response. It looks reasonable, but it's wrong. Or it was right yesterday and wrong today. Or it works for 90% of users, but catastrophically fails for the other 10%. This is called model drift, and it's the nightmare of every ML engineer in production. There are 3 types of drift you need to know. First, data drift. Your input distribution changes. Users start asking questions the model wasn't trained for. Maybe your product went viral, and now you have enterprise users asking highly technical questions when you originally built for consumers. Second, concept drift. The relationship between inputs and correct outputs changes. A sentiment model trained before a major news event will suddenly misclassify reactions to that event. Third, label drift. Your ground truth shifts. What was spam in 2022 looks different in 2025. In interviews, when asked about monitoring AI systems, always start here. Show you understand the problem is fundamentally different from traditional software monitoring. Section 2. The 4 pillars of AI observability. Think of AI observability as 4 pillars working together. Pillar 1. Input monitoring. You need to track the statistical distribution of your inputs. Are embeddings clustering differently? Are text lengths shifting? Are there new categories appearing that weren't in training data? Tools. You can use statistical tests like the Kolmogorov, Smirnov test for continuous features, or chi-squared tests for categorical ones. Libraries like Evidently AI make this practical. Pillar 2. Output monitoring. Track your model outputs over time. Are confidence scores declining? Are output lengths changing? Are certain classes being predicted more or less frequently? For LLMs specifically, you monitor response latency, token usage, refusal rates, hallucination indicators, and output quality scores. Pillar 3. Pipeline monitoring. Every step in your AI pipeline can fail. The retrieval step in Arize, the embedding generation, the re-ranking, the final generation, all of these need latency tracking, error rates, and throughput metrics. Think of it like distributed tracing, but for AI. Tools like LangSmith, weights and biases, or Arize AI give you this. Pillar 4. Business metrics. This is what executives care about. Did the AI actually achieve its goal? For a customer support bot, is resolution rate up? Is escalation to humans down? For a code assistant, are developers accepting suggestions? Is code quality improving? Always connect AI metrics to business outcomes. This is what senior engineers do. Section 3. Debugging production AI, a framework. Here's the framework I recommend when something goes wrong with a production AI system. Step 1. Segment your failures. Don't look at aggregate metrics. Slice by user cohort, query type, time of day, geographic region. Often the problem is concentrated in a specific slice. Step 2. Sample and inspect. Pull actual failing examples. Read them. This sounds obvious, but so many engineers skip it. Nothing replaces human inspection of real failures. Step 3. Check your retrieval first for RAG systems. Most production LLM failures aren't model failures. They're retrieval failures. The right document wasn't fetched. Check your recall at K-metric. Check embedding cosine similarity scores. Step 4. Prompt regression testing. When you change prompts, always run against a golden dataset of known good and known bad examples. A prompt that improves one case can break 10 others. Step 5. Shadow mode testing. Before rolling out a new model version, run it in shadow mode. It receives real traffic, but doesn't serve real users. Compare outputs to your current production model. Flag divergences for human review. Section 4. Key metrics for LLM systems. Let me give you the specific metrics interviewers want to hear. Latency, P50 50, P 95, P 99. Not just average. Tail latency matters enormously for user experience. TTFT, time to first token. For streaming responses, users perceive this as responsiveness. Even if total generation takes 5 seconds, a fast first token feels snappy. Token throughput, tokens per second. Important for cost optimization. Hallucination rate. Hard to measure automatically, but you can use a separate LLM as judge to flag responses that make factual claims not supported by retrieved context. Faithfulness score. In RAG, how well does the response reflect the retrieved documents? Frameworks like Arize measure this. Context utilization. Is your model actually using the retrieved context or ignoring it? Section 5. Interview scenarios. Let's do 2 quick scenarios. Scenario 1. Our chatbot's user satisfaction score dropped 15% over the last month. How do you debug this? Your answer structure. First, don't assume it's the model. Check if there were any product changes, new user segments, or traffic pattern changes. Then segment the data. Which user groups? Which query types? Look at specific failing conversations. Check if it's a retrieval problem, a prompt problem, or a model problem. Implement A/B testing to validate any hypothesis before pushing a fix. Scenario 2. How would you design a monitoring system for a RAG pipeline serving 1 million queries per day? Your answer. Define SLOs first, latency targets, quality targets. Then instrument every stage: query processing, embedding, retrieval, re-ranking, generation. Use sampling for expensive quality checks. You can't run LLM as judge on every query at that scale, so sample 1% intelligently, bias toward low-confidence outputs. Build dashboards for both technical and business metrics. Set up anomaly detection to alert on distribution shifts. Plan for human review queues for flagged samples. Section 6. Tools worth knowing. For the interview, know these names. LangSmith, tracing and evaluation for LangChain and LLM applications. Arize AI, ML observability platform with strong drift detection. Weights and biases, experiment tracking, but also production monitoring. Evidently AI, open source, strong for data and model drift. Prometheus and Grafana, not AI specific, but still the backbone for infrastructure metrics. OpenTelemetry, the emerging standard for distributed tracing in AI systems. Closing. So to recap today's episode, AI systems fail silently. That's the core challenge. Know your 3 types of drift: data, concept, label. Master the 4 pillars: input monitoring, output monitoring, pipeline monitoring, business metrics. Use the debugging framework: segment, inspect, check retrieval, test prompts, run shadow mode. Know your LLM-specific metrics: TTFT, faithfulness, hallucination rate. If you can and share with someone preparing for AI interviews.